I saw things.
What kind of things?
Woods. A white dog. A family.
Hey there, quirky folks. Paramount Plus has bet all its chips on their latest big-budget series, Halo. This game adaptation should have had a strong opening. The visual appeal of the show is stellar, and it does seem like Paramount went all in while assigning a budget to get this show made. The production design looks well thought out. A lot of things had to be newly invented while jumping from video games to TV. But all this good work is not getting the attention it deserves because Master Chief seems to have created a controversy already. He removed his helmet in episode 1, and the internet lost its frickin' mind.
Oh, shoot. That's disappointing.
And this is what I have to say to all of you reactors.
Not so fast. Cortana says you're Greek, so why don't you stick these lyrics up your ass?
The gaming community especially has not taken this well, and I do understand where they are coming from. But they are treating it as a massive crime, and I don't support that at all. Getting this mad over Master Chief's face reveal is just not correct. It is not something as bad as Marvel turning the Mandarin into a stage actor.
Bloody hell, bloody hell.
Don't move.
That was a sin, and Marvel really had to atone for it. They had to fix it with Shang-Chi. But this is nowhere close to being that, and I'll tell you why. If any project is adapted from one medium to another, we have to allow its own breathing space. Yes, sometimes the changes to fit the story in a different medium go out of hand.
Things just got out of hand.
But this is not one of those instances where that happens. Listening to the producers of the Halo series, they said that John removing the helmet wasn't something that was strictly decided from the beginning.
You know, it wasn't something where from the get-go we said his helmet needs to come off. You know, we left it open, but it was also always a goal and a priority that this was going to be about Chief's story, and more importantly, it was going to be about John's story.
The creatives took a bold decision as they worked out the story, and they've stuck to it. There's a whole reason for why Master Chief does what he does, and I respect that. But people are like,
oh, this series has straightaway started off with Master Chief removing his helmet. Oh, this show is so bad, we're not gonna watch it anymore. Even The Mandalorian allowed Din Djarin to reach episode 8 before he removed his helmet. This show should have earned that moment as well.
Well, I do understand why the fans are comparing this to The Mandalorian's face reveal. Gaming fans have really never seen Master Chief's face in the games. His face is generally hidden off screen since the game follows the FPS format, and you're actually the ones controlling the character. But there is a precedent for Master Chief removing his helmet in the games and in the novels too. So you shouldn't be as surprised with the helmet removal if you're a true fan. The game is just doing what the novels and the games have also done. But it's just that it is exploring a new territory, and we should allow it to do that. The comparison to The Mandalorians, however, is totally invalid. Mando and the people of his creed are specifically not allowed to remove their helmets, but there's no such rule in the case of Spartans in Halo. They can remove their helmets, and the series has normalized that with its first 2 episodes. The show is doing what the games have never done, and there's nothing wrong with that. What's the point of seeing the same thing that you know of again and again? The MCU picks up key moments and Easter eggs from the source material, but they always do their own thing with the storylines, and that's exactly why they turn out to be successful. The games have not really explored Master Chief as a character, and that's what this show is all about. The creators want to give us a character study of John 117. We've already seen him come in as a badass killing machine throughout the gaming franchise, so this show wants to tell us about what comes beyond that.
This was going to be about Chief's story, and more importantly, it was going to be about John's story, because John as a character isn't someone that we explore in the games very much. We do in novels, and so as we started getting into what that evolution looked like and what it meant for John to sort of understand his role as Master Chief and what that means, and frankly his role as a human.
It started off by establishing the familiar badass fighter aspect of John 117. But then by the end of episode 1, he chose to remove his helmet to build trust with the Quaha in that moment. This was the moment when the show made a statement that we're going to see a whole lot of John without his helmet. Under these helmets, all Spartans are enhanced humans. So not just John, but we're going to see the faces of other Spartans as well. And that's exactly what happened in episode 2. John barely wore his helmet after episode 1, and that allowed for some great character development. It turned him into the most important person of the show. That's how the narrative has been cooked up. It needs to have John without the helmet so we could relate to him as a character. Spartans are supposed to be enhanced soldiers whose emotions have been numbed by Dr. Halsey's Halo program.
Pellet you got in your back that enhances battle focus. It mutes everything.
It eliminates distractions.
Makes you numb.
But with John being worthy of the Covenant's powerful relic, his character experiences drastic changes. He's confused.
I don't know.
Don't know.
He suddenly begins to question the orders of UNSC that he has been following blindly since forever. In fact, he actually goes on to betray them. He gets to experience his memories. We see his consciousness fighting against his Halo programming. And the show was only able to display all this drama because he removed his helmet. It also makes sense for the character to do that from a production standpoint as well. Pablo Schreiber is a brilliant actor, and we get to see him truly express himself. That would not have been so effective if he was always under his helmet. The whole shtick allows the character to evolve as he figures out who he truly is.
Who are you?
I'm trying to figure a few things out.
Behind the helmet, John is just the same old assassin. But without it and his armor, he is much more. And that's what the show wants to tell us. Angry gamers have to understand that they are not the only ones watching this show. There are a lot of others who are totally new to the source material, and to them, this decision would feel unique because it differentiates the show from The Mandalorian. The creatives want to engage all kinds of audiences globally, and that's why they chose to have Master Chief removing his helmet so regularly. I totally understand and support this move, but what's your verdict after watching this video? Do you agree with our assessment? Or do you think that it is character assassination on the part of the creatives? Let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!